Hello and welcome to this video. Few months ago, I uploaded a video on JED and Lapce, and situation has improved a lot. Both editors have done several releases in the meantime. Lapce is slower while making releases, but JED is releasing very fast. And you can look at the number of commits here, 21,800, and it has 3,490. So at this moment, Jed is looking to be winning the battle. For example, if you look at the memory consumption, Lapse is using 484 and Z is using 241. Both are loaded with the same small project of C. So essentially, this should not load the editor that much. Now, Jed UI is really sleek and clean. Lapse is a bit clunky. Okay. Some things, the default values of the typical UI elements are sort of out of place. They are too big or too small. Menus are not very good. And JED is very clean. It is seamless. And JED has few more features which are not present in Lapse. Those are, for example, collaboration features. You can collaborate with other programmers in your team in real time, and it allows even voice. Okay. The other feature is the AI feature of JED. You can use AI with uh, with JED. So I have not used AI with Z, but from what I have seen in other videos, it is really nice if you want to use AI. So these two features right now put JED ahead of Lapse, and JED is definitely a clear winner in terms of the battle between JED and Lapse. I think that JED will be superior for a long time. The reason is that the commits are not happening in Lapse that much. Probably because JED might have backup of what you call commercial backup. The other thing which is possible is that the original founders of JED, original developers of JED were the Atom editor developers, and they have prior experience of developing highly customizable IDEs. Atom was one of the finest IDEs. I mean, you can say that Visual Studio Code is much better, but Atom was more like Emacs. It was customizable like anything. So if I can compare Atom with anything, it would be Emacs. Atom cannot be compared with Visual Studio Code because Visual Studio Code does not allow you to customize that many things which Atom allowed. Okay, we'll not go into details. Now, I have not yet seen the customization options of JED or how we can write plugins or something. I have not got into detail. I'm just trying to make sure that it is usable. So from what there are not lots of plugins yet for both the editors. There are some for the most popular languages and frameworks, but from what I'm saying, if I have to pick one, then I will definitely pick JED as my default editor. I will replace Visual Studio Code. It does not make sense to make use of Visual Studio Code with JED. Although the release has not yet reached even one, but it is 0.149.5. So it looks like that they don't want to do a release one for some reason. I have no idea about the release mechanics of JED editor, but it works for me. Okay, so JED works really nicely. I can do most of my basic editing tasks in JED. Its UI is very clean. I mean, I should appreciate the developers in designing the UI. Whoever designed the UI is a really nice guy. The real estate is valued in the design. and the aesthetics of the design is really nice. As far as performance goes, Jed is super light, super clean. Lapse is also very light, but what Lapse is lacking is two features, that is the AI and collaboration, and the UI is clunky. It has tried to replace Visual Studio Code, and it does replicate Visual Studio Code, but I don't like the default UI of Jet. Of course, you can make it look better by customizing the settings, but for me, I'm not going to use Lapse unless it improves. And the memory consumption of Jet is also less. So with the more features, less memory consumption, that is the real winner. I have not made a login yet. Soon, I guess I will make a login with Jed, and maybe I'll try to get into using AI to generate some code. So that's it for now. So we will compare these two editors after some time again. Let's say maybe 4 or 5 months after this, and let's see how it progresses. But I hope that Jed will remain the winner. I don't think in 6 months Lapse will be able to catch with Jed. So if you are not using any esoteric framework or language, then I guess it would be high time to move to Jed. So for example, if you want to add an extension in Z, let's look at the list of extensions. I forgot how to add extensions. Come on. Okay. So if you look at extensions, so we have, I don't know how many are there, but not many are there. It keeps loading. There are lots of plugins have been released for Jed. Lapse does not have these many plugins. Lapse have very few plugins. So I think most of the popular frameworks and languages have their plugins in what you call Jed. So I will deem it to be usable for day-to-day use. Personally, I have been using Jed and I absolutely love it. It is one of the best softwares I have used, made in Rust. Very well done. Kudos to the developers. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because I'll keep making useful videos to programming. You can watch my other videos on programming, and if you subscribe and like, then it helps YouTube spread the video to more people like yourself. So don't be selfish, and help your friends and people like you by subscribing and liking. So I will see you around with more useful videos on programming. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.